Okay, so this video is going to try to give you or show you how to create a Google form so you can create an assessment for your students. So the best way to do it is to have a think where you want that Google form to be sitting. So for us, I'm going to have it in our Year 4 remote learning folder, and um, I'm going to just leave it in that folder there. So you go under new on the top left hand corner, then go into Google Forms. Yep, create and share it. And then the next thing, you are going to give the form a title, which we are going to do a spelling test. It will be term 3, week 2 spelling test. And you can write a little description in there as well. And click onto the top left hand corner, that it will pre-populate the title that you have typed in the form there. Then the next thing is to type in your question. The first question, type in, let's say, what is the color? What is what is the color of a red apple? Right, and I would want them to actually answer it as a multiple choice. Then I will give them the option blue, and then down here I can have a different answer. If you want to add a picture, that's where at the end of this question, this answer option, you have a little add image there. If you make a mistake, that's not the correct one. You want to remove that answer option, then click the cross button. If not, you keep going, and it's up to you how many options you want them to have. Then you are going to click required, saying that it is that they are required to answer this particular question. And one thing before I forget is to go on to setting of your Google form to turn it into a quiz. So you need to go onto setting on the top right hand corner next to the send button, and click quizzes on the top, and then select the option to make this a quiz. And if you click lock on mode, that's when they are not allowed to open any tabs or any other application when they are doing this quiz. Okay, and you can release the mark immediately after their submission, and they can see the missed question, the correct answer, and how many points. If you go back to general, let's say we're going to turn off the lock mode for now. You are going to collect emails, and you are going to limit it to one response, so then they can't go back in and do it again. Okay, and I'm going to make this as a quiz, lock on to lock mode, save. And when you want to add another question, that's where you click the plus set button on the side on the left, and these 6 dots up here, it's for you to actually drag and order the questions that you want. So you might want to have them type in the class, what class they're in. So we might have 4S, 4M, and 4G, and they are going to answer it. They're required to answer it, and you can see that there's an answer key there. There's no right or wrong answer, so I'm not going to give it a point. But in here, this would be the very first question. Then I'm going to have it as the first question, and obviously there's a correct answer in there. So you're going to click the bottom left corner here that say answer key. Click that, and you are going to allocate maybe say 1 point, depending on how many points you want for each question. I'm going to allocate 1 point for this question's sake, and I'm going to click the answer read as correct. Once I'm done, then I'm going to click done on the bottom right hand corner, and then I'm going to keep adding questions. Question 2, what school do you attend, for example? And I might, instead of multiple choice, I might get them to write a short answer, or they might have a paragraph, but then it makes it more complicated when it is a short answer or paragraph, anything but a multiple choice, when it comes to a Google form, it's really hard to have an answer key because it's a black and white sort of formula for Google form to automatically mark it for you. So the best is to have assessment that has multiple choices, which are exactly like the RE pre-test and post-test, where there are options for them. So I'm going to write down that's for the sake of ABC. And then the other question will be the other question is I don't know, the other answer I mean. And then make sure I'm going to click answer key and click the correct answer and allocate points for it. Click done, and I'm going to show that it is required. And another thing, most likely you would want to know who is attempting this form. So after the class, you will want to have their names. So I'm going to add another plus sign, which scroll down there, down at the bottom, and then drag it up to the position that you want in the form. And I'm going to type the question, what is your name? And in here, instead of giving them an answer, short answer, I'm going to actually give them a drop down box. So in a drop down box, it's where they can drop down and then choose their name. So I might have Peter. I might have another one that's Amy. I might have another then that's say Mary, another one say Loretta, etc., etc. And you do not need an answer key, because if not, then it might be Mary choosing her own name, and but then because you've clicked Loretta or Amy or Peter as a correct answer, then it will come up for them saying that, oh, you've chose the wrong answer for choosing your own name. So that would be a bit strange. But then in this one, make sure you click required as well. And for the sake of this video, let's say that's it for the questions that I'm going to set. So I've got a question asking them which class they're in. I've got a question asking for their names. For the name, that's with the drop-down option. And then I've got question 1 and I've got question 2. So clicking on the preview button with the little eye, you get to see what it looks like. But then, okay, I need to go back into the setting, take that off lock mode first before I can preview. So this is how it looks like now. So when they enter the form, they can click their class, and down here, because it's dropped down, I can click my name. And then because there's a little asterisk, that means that they have to answer it, and they are going to click their answer, they're going to submit. And once they submit it, you'll be able to go back into your form wherever that you have created it. In my case, it will be in my folder. Once you click on that, you can see the responses, because no one has answered my questions yet, so that's why I've got 0 responses. But once someone submitted it, I'll have something, and you can then export. Click on this little green button, export into a Google spreadsheet, and it will automatically sit in the same folder where you have your Google Form sitting, and that is where you can get all the responses to the student's answer. So hopefully this helps you to create your own Google Form. Give it a go, and let me know how you go, and if you've got any more questions, message me or email me. Bye.